Good evening, everyone. I'm so excited to bring tonight's Detox Diva call to you. And tonight's program is very near and dear to my heart. That's my sweet mama right there. That was our Thanksmas. She was in hospice at that time. And we knew she probably wouldn't make it to Christmas. So the weekend before Thanksgiving, we had Thanksmas. And my five brothers and sisters and all the kids went to Mom and Gary's house. And we had Thanksmas. We tried really, really hard to get Darius Rucker to give her a call, but that fell through. But that was a huge mission of ours because she loved him so much. So tonight, we are going to talk about building your body's defense against life's toughest challenges. And this is in honor of all who are fighting and all who have fought. So, first, I want to introduce you to this amazing power couple. I asked permission to change this so it was more like a family photo of them because that's what we truly are around here. And this is Ben and Paula Scarcella, our CEO. Paula and her husband, Ben, who is the vice president. And welcome to Green Organics, you guys. Green Organics has two companies. It's Godasana, the essential oil line, and personal care. And then we have our Heart and Body Naturals, which is our supplement line. And so what makes us different? Well, one is passion. Paula is so incredibly passionate about purity, potency, price, and pay that it's just such a beautiful company, and we are purpose driven, putting people and their health first, which is amazing. Especially when you think about she'll turn away, she'll like stop putting a product out if it does not meet her expectation for the purity. Earth friendly, farm direct, and we proudly back every product with a 60-day buy and try guarantee. There are over 200 products and actually probably close to 16 years of consistent growth. Heart and Body Naturals is built on authenticity, transparency, fairness, creating that space where everybody can thrive. So it's time to step into your full potential, and we challenge you to enhance your life and positively impact those around you starting today. None of this would be possible without our amazing formulator, Alexandria Brighton. Alexandria Brighton is a legend in the aromatherapy world. She's world-renowned master herbalist with over 40 years of experience in aromatherapy, herbology, and natural health. She originally trained in the French style of aromatherapy and influenced by traditional Ayurvedic and Western botanical medicine. Originally trained, that's on there twice, developed a proprietary energetically aligned approach to essential oil formulation. She gets unmatched results because she's highly intuitive when she formulates not only the essential oils, but the products that we carry at Heart and Body Naturals, starting out with mind, body, and soul. She is exclusively ours. No one else has her formulations, even though two other major online essential oil companies have had those. When she left, she took her formulations with her. She's known for her work in emotional balancing blends, trauma protocol, immune restoration, and tonight's topic, cellular repair. Her formulations are grounded in clinical research. She loves the clinical research, historical use, and frequency alignment for maximum effectiveness. She truly is the mother of essential oils. So because tonight's call is a very sensitive subject that is highly controlled by three-letter agencies, I want to make sure that we read this and take a screenshot, know that you have seen that disclaimer. The information shared during this presentation is for educational purposes only. It's not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, prevent any disease. These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. The products and protocols discussed are intended to support the body's natural process and overall wellness. Individual results may vary. Always consult with a qualified healthcare provider. I am not a doctor, and this is not medical advice. The products discussed are created by Heart and Body Naturals and are not intended as a substitute for professional medical care. And by participating in this presentation, you agree to take full responsibility for your own health decisions and outcomes. now that that is out of the way, let's get to it. So there's my mama. That was on the top left. That was the weekend before she went in to have the brain tumor removed. The cancer had spread to her hips, her bones, her liver, and then into her brain. And I just love that quote: the qualities you miss in someone are the biggest strengths for you to discover. And all of those qualities didn't just go away, just the physical source. So I embrace that saying. The bottom right picture is from hospice. That was about 2 weeks before she passed away, and she woke up. Those 2 a.m. parties, if you've ever walked somebody to heaven, you know those 2 a.m. parties when they wake up in the middle of the night and they're getting all their checklists done. And she said, she looked right at me and she goes, "What if this is all a dream?" I said, "I sure wish it were, Mama, because then I could wake up from it." So in 2017, I lost her. And that moment changed everything for me. I made her a promise in hospice that if I can help one daughter keep her mama, I'll consider that a win. And that promise has lit me on fire and is why I'm so incredibly passionate about this kit and about just the work that we do here at Heart and Body Naturals. And through daily rituals, plant-based protocols, and a whole lot of mindset work, I teach others how to rebuild from the inside out, because your healing heals generations. So tonight's going to be very powerful, as you can tell already. So welcome to the Detox Divas. Tonight, we're not talking about quick fixes. We're talking about creating an internal environment where healing can actually happen. Your body already knows how to heal. We just need to know how to remove those barriers. So this is your wake-up call. Why is the immune function, why is it tanking? Daily toxin exposure, emotional stress, chronic dehydration. Everybody take a sip of your water if that's on your desk right now. Lack of movement and nutrient poor diets. Most people don't realize they're walking around inflamed, malnourished, and dehydrated, and their body is just screaming for support. And every day we're hit with these toxin exposures from our air, our water, our food, personal care products. And then you add in that emotional stress that we deal with every single day: poor sleep, poor diet, food that's stripped of nutrition. Like our food in the grocery stores is no longer a life force for us. It no longer has the nutrients in it, which is why we need these plant-based supplements. And on top of that, most are chronically dehydrated at the cellular level, which means the body's natural defenses are running on empty. And it's not just about catching colds, you guys. It's the long game. It's energy, resilience, and your body's ability to repair and protect. So we have our daily toxin exposures, which are the environmental toxins from air, water, and household products. Most personal care and cleaning products disrupt hormones and immunity, as well as damaging the DNA. Pesticides, plastics, preservatives, heavy metals, they overwhelm the detox organs, so we're not able to detox properly. And toxic buildup clogs the liver, lymphatic system, weakening that immune response. And that's one of the reasons I'm so incredibly passionate about our 3-day liver cleanse. Detoxing is not optional. It is foundational for immune health. So what if your cancer diagnosis was never really cancer after all? We're going to start there. There have been many cases, I've gone down a huge rabbit hole. There have been many cases where cancer has been misdiagnosed as cancer, when in fact the parasites have created sacs around themselves that appear to be tumors within the body. The most common places for this to happen are the lungs, the breast, the liver, and the colon, which are also the top 4 cancers that are prevalent in the world today. And so could it be parasites? Parasites can cause tumors, the cysts, the skin lesions, the inflammation. Doctors rarely treat or test for parasites in the US, and we are dismissed when we bring it up. And if you're not testing for parasites, you're guessing. So I would always ask your doctor to please do a parasite cleanse, even if he looks at you funny. So what are we not talking about? Your body just isn't exhausted. It's not just the obvious stuff either. the parasites, the mold, the heavy metals, the glyphosate, the seed oils, and nearly everything, constant EMF exposure from phones, Wi-Fi, and smart tech, suppressed trauma and unprocessed emotions is a really big one, you guys. Overuse of antibiotics, birth control, and pharmaceuticals close detox pathways. The body can't clear what it can't move. Your body is completely overburdened, undersupported, and fighting battles it was never designed to fight alone. This is why the eat better, drink more water just isn't really enough anymore. We need more to support our bodies. But we're missing the education on that. I remember when this was right before I had to put my husband in the mental hospital after losing our son. And we had gone to the doctor, his family physician, because he wanted more medicine. He was already on an antidepressant. And I said, okay, I understand that there is a time and a place for this medicine, but can you also please give us some suggestions? Because if it comes from a doctor, it has more weight than if it comes from his wife. Trust me, he's still on pharmaceuticals. And so I asked her, what natural ways can we also help alleviate some of these symptoms that he's experiencing? And she looked at me, her mouth dropped open, and she goes, well, I guess he could go for walks. There was no diet, no detox, no information given to him as far as natural ways to come out of that crippling depression that he was in. Now, granted, it's very normal to go that deep sometimes when you do lose a child, but there are also natural ways to help support the body and the mind. So we are handed pills, not powder, or not power, sorry. No one teaches us how to truly eat for healing, how to reset for repair, or how to detox for function. And most people think that symptoms like fatigue, bloating, pain, and brain fog are just normal or side effects of aging, but they're not. From day one, we're taught how to manage symptoms, not how to listen to our body or correct the root cause. The system profits off of your confusion. So that education that empowers you to heal has been conveniently left out. That's why it's your job to do your own due diligence in treating, helping your body find that repair that it needs. You're not broken. We've said this on all the Reset Revolution calls over the past 6 weeks. Your body is not broken. In the reset, you just need a reset. In this, you're just likely toxic, inflamed, and out of alignment. But here's where it gets really good. And this is one of the reasons that natural remedies are not talked about anymore. Modern medicine was monopolized. In the early 1900s, John D. Rockefeller shifted the medical model by funding pharmaceutical-based education only and dismissing natural healing as quackery. Andrew Carnegie, top right, and Rockefeller financed the Flexner Report of 1910, which led to the shutdown of most holistic schools and reshaped medicine to serve profit over prevention. Harry Anslinger, who was the first US drug czar, criminalized healing plants and weaponized the media to drive public fear. Have you ever heard of or seen the movie Reefer Madness? That was a movie propaganda that was put together funded by these guys that led the country to think of marijuana as a racist healing. It is a healing plant, but it was a racist movement. And that's where Reefer Madness came in. So the goal was to eliminate the competition and create a standardized patent petrochemical dependent system. And today's system focuses on symptom management, not root cause healing. And most people don't even know why. Well, that's why. Those gentlemen right there. So let's look at a little bit of the corruption in the Cancer Society. The global cancer burden keeps growing. By 2050, it will be 35.3 million cases and 18.5 million deaths. That's projected. The US alone has 208.9 billion spent on cancer care in 2020. It's a business model with repeat customers. It's emotionally driven demand, and people rarely ask why. If cancer were a corporation, it would be one of the most profitable in the world. And there are some studies right there on the right. It would outperform Meta, Nike, and Apple, and it rivals Amazon. Cancer industry is 581 billion, and Amazon is 574 billion. Other things that come into play here is emotional stress and past trauma. I talk about this quite frequently on my Facebook. Unresolved trauma and chronic stress silently shut down that immune system. Not only that, but those emotions, that energy that you feel when you're having those down times, those are stored in cellular memory. And so when those cells have that undue stress from those emotions, they become sick too. High cortisol disrupts the gut health, detox pathways, and hormonal balance. The body cannot heal in fight or flight. It stays stuck in that survival mode. And so grief, anxiety, emotional overwhelm, they create that chronic inflammation. So true healing requires nervous system regulation, feeling safe, and then emotional release. One of my favorite practices is writing a letter to myself as a younger child and just thank her for overcoming everything that she had to overcome when she was a child. Because no child should ever have to deal with the stress, the abuse, and the different things that little Tina had to. Chronic dehydration. Now, y'all know how much we talk about drinking your water, and Coach Kimberly just put up an amazing post today about the water. And so you have to be drinking your water. Most people are dehydrated at the cellular level, but water alone isn't enough. Minerals are needed for that true hydration. Dehydration stalls the detox. You cannot detox without that water flowing. It slows the lymph flow, weakens the gut barrier. Common habits, coffee, soda, meds make the problem even worse. Hydration is key to nutrient delivery, toxin removal, and immune response. It's the electrical conduit for all of the things going on in the body. Hydrate to heal. Every time you take a drink, I'm hydrating to heal. Speak to your water. Tell your water how grateful you are for it. Get those good vibrations into your body and into the cells. Your body can't store water. It needs a fresh supply. Just like your plants, your garden. Good job, Lori, taking that drink of water. Every metabolic process depends on proper hydration. Every metabolic process. Dehydrated cells, low energy, poor detox, weak immune. So what does water do for you? It allows the bad cells to grow, reproduce, allows the body cells, I was like, that doesn't make sense. So it allows the body's cells to grow, reproduce, and survive. Do you want more good cells? Let me see in the chat. Do you want more good cells in your body or more bad cells in your body? So drink that water. It helps form the saliva, which helps with the digestion. It helps the mucous membranes, keeps the mucous membranes moist, flushes the body waste, mainly through the urine, lubricates the joints. Who's stiff with their joints? And how much water are you drinking on a daily basis? I want to see what happens with you when you up that water intake and how much more mobility you're going to have by drinking that water. It's necessary for brain function, acts as a shock absorber for the brain and the spinal cord, regulates the body temperature, converts food to components needed for survival, and it helps deliver oxygen all over the body. So hydration is your first daily detox. Drink that first when you first get up. So immune health starts with that hydration. Hydration, the fluid circulates, it helps inflammation control. Black seed oil is another thing in this, another product in this kit that we're going to be talking about. Black seed oil and adaptogens help regulate inflammation, easing stress on your immune system for better function. And then you've got the antioxidant protections, which is packed with oxidants, the immune booster kit that I'm going to go over here in just a second. It helps neutralize those free radicals, reduce the oxidative stress, and support long-term immune. What causes cancer? It's that oxidative stress. It's those free radicals. It's the dehydration. It's the body being out of alignment in pH balance. It's lack of oxygen, lack of water, heavy toxins. That's all an environment in your body that if you're not taking active steps every day to make sure that your body is in alignment, that's when that cancer starts. Hydration and plant-powered nutrition keep your immune system strong, balanced, and ready to defend naturally. We also have the nutrient-poor diets. I touched on this briefly earlier. The processed food, you guys, that strips the body of vitamins, minerals, and enzymes. So please stop eating that. The immune systems need the nutrients to regenerate and function properly. Inflammatory foods damage the gut where 70% of our immunity lives. If you're eating the junk, you're probably not feeling good. And a whole food, mineral-rich diet is essential to rebuild that immune strength. We're not just low on calories, we're starved for real nourishment. Here's a quote that I took from the Recipes from the Stillworm book that Alexandria wrote. Drugs never cure disease. They merely hush the voices of nature's protest and pull down the danger signals she erects along the pathway of transgression. Any poison taken into the system has to be reckoned with later on, even though it palliates present symptoms. Pain may disappear, but the patient is left in worse condition though unconscious of it at the time. It's pretty powerful, isn't it? So this kit came out quite a while ago. Actually, it was probably pretty close to the time that the Reset kit came out, but to avoid confusion, I just kind of focused on the GLP-1 kit, because if people start feeling better and losing that weight and having that energy, they're going to feel better about taking better care of themselves. So I wanted to say this one for when we really had a bulk education on that GLP-1 kit, and tonight's night that we are introducing the Immune Booster Kit. Now, I have to talk very compliantly, obviously, but the Immune Booster Kit is a simple daily wellness ritual that nourishes your immune system from the inside out using time-honored herbs and botanicals designed by Alexandria Brighton. This kit actually is very near and dear to her heart because of the power of it. And with soothing teas and a potent oil, which is the black seed oil and the sea stimulate, actually, it can help your body adapt to stress, fight off oxidative damage, and restore balance for better energy, clarity, and protection naturally. It's not a Band-Aid. It's a support system to help your body heal itself. And at the core of this amazing kit are 4 powerhouse products. 2 of them are new, and 2 of them have been around for a while. So new to fairly new is the Holy Basil tea. There's also Tulsi trim that has the Holy Basil in it outside of this kit. And that's to calm and strengthen. You've got your Soursop to energize and protect at the cellular level. Black seed oil reduces that inflammation and promotes overall health. And then sea stimulate, cellular, to detox and fortify the body at the cellular level with powerful essential oils. And together, we've talked about synergy on a lot of our calls, right? So Holy Basil is a great tea. Soursop's a very powerful tea. Black seed oil should be taken every day. Sea Stimulate was specifically designed for what we're talking about tonight by Alexandria Brighton with 40 years of experience in plant medicine. She knows her plants, what they do and the healing properties of them. Sea Stimulate. I'm going to keep saying that so you understand the sea. So individually, each of those are very powerful, but when you put them all together, you get that synergistic effect. What is synergy again? Synergy is where you have um, all of them compound the effects of the other. So when you put them all together, they're more powerful together than they are alone, much like a tribe, right? Much like this, our family here at Heart and Body Naturals, we're much more powerful when we work together and we're helping many people on many levels. And so this helps your body to stay strong day in and day out. So what's inside the kit? Again, the Holy Basil. I've got a better screen. Next one. Let's go here. Nope, I want to go back. So you have the Holy Basil tea that's going to support the immune system with powerful antioxidants, right? Antioxidants, we just talked about that, adaptogens. And when consumed daily, it helps balance inflammation, protect the cells, and promote overall wellness. You've got the Soursop tea, y'all. So earlier I just highlighted on parasites and I realized I didn't finish my thought process with that, but I'm going to come back to it. There are so many studies on Soursop tea in both helping support the body with parasitic infections, as well as being an amazing tea for cancer support, supporting someone on their journey. And so when I went down that rabbit hole of the parasites and cancers being misdiagnosed, the cancer being misdiagnosed when in actuality it was the parasites, I thought, what if the Soursop was killing the parasites all along? What if it was never cancer and it was just the parasites? I mean, I don't know. That just crossed my mind. But that's rich in antioxidants to support the immune health, keep that immune health strong so it can fight any of those cells that pop up. It has cellular protection as well and is a natural detoxification. Take it daily. It helps promote overall vitality and wellness. Then we have our black seed oil that was used by Cleopatra. It's been used for centuries. And that is a potent source of antioxidants in itself. It's also anti-parasitic. Actually, all of these products in this kit are also anti-parasitic. I don't know if she thought that or that's part of the reason she put them together, but they all do have some anti-parasitic activity to them, benefits. And so this one has your essential fatty acids that support the immune function, reduce the inflammation, and promote overall health. And daily use helps balance the body, boost natural resilience. I like to give it to Rose has started her journey, my puppy. She started taking her black seed oil and her fulvic acid this week because I know she's got some gut issues. So I know the fulvic's going to really be good for that. And then we have the C stimulate, which supports the cellular health, natural detox, improves immune function with a potent blend of essential oils. You guys, these all work at the cellular level, and they're much more bioavailable than a capsule. The C stimulate, when you look at the directions, is going to have you add the C stimulate to a capsule, and that will be taken a couple times a day. I think I left that slide off. We can send you the product information page for directions, but this one is taken internally in a capsule. But I also will use that with my castor oil and use that just kind of for daily maintenance, we will say. I don't want to say prevent because nothing we carry prevents, heals, treats, or cures. But I will take my C stimulate and add it to my castor oil and rub that through my lymphatic system, especially over my breast and under my armpit, because castor oil drives that down deeper. So the most powerful ingredients for targeting abnormal cell growth within this kit is, and this is based on clinical constituents of the product, it's research backed. And here are the top ingredients in the immune boosting kit, keeping it compliant. Again, we've got the Soursop. It's shown in studies to selectively target abnormal cells while sparing healthy ones. The acetogenins, there we go, may disrupt energy production of dysfunctional cells. And it's known for immune support, antioxidant activity, and cellular protection. Then we've got the black seed oil. There's extensive studies on PubMed where it can cause cell death. in damaged cells, which is extremely powerful. Anything that you have that causes apoptosis, I can normally say that word, natural cell death, anything that can have that natural cell death within the body is something extremely powerful. It's also anti-inflammatory, inflammation, free radicals, like we've talked about. That's all just a breeding ground for those cancer cells, and the heavy metals are breeding ground for the parasites. Black seed oil also has some detox properties to it as well. It's anti-inflammatory and it's immune modulating properties as well. It's shown to protect healthy cells while supporting the body's natural cleanup process. Then you have your holy basil tea, and the ursolic acid in that has been studied for its ability to slow the spread of abnormal cells. Then you have the carophylline, supports the inflammation, inflammation reduction and immune resistance or resilience. And then together they help maintain that healthy internal environment. And then C stimulate, you guys look at the oils in that. You've got frankincense, you've got lemongrass, you have rose. Rose is one of the highest frequency vibration essential oils that you can have. Raise that frequency and vibration of the cellular level, much like fulvic acid does. And that is also, like, cancer likes low vibration. And so that's where your emotions come into play. I'm going to sideline here because we're having a Tina squirrel moment, but your emotions is a low vibration, low frequency within the body. And we are all energetic beings. And so when you have that high vibration, like before the call started, we were all saying, I am awesome. And having that high vibration is what is going to help, help keep that body healthy and at a high vibe, and kind of repelling all that negative energy cycles and cells within the body. So frankincense, go to PubMed and look that up. There are so many studies on frankincense being known to influence the gene expression that's tied to the abnormal cell growth. Lemongrass is rich in citrus, and it's studied for its potential to support the cell death again. And then rose adds that cellular protection and emotional support property. So it's pretty cool how that all comes together, right? So what a powerful kit that this is. And as I'm going through this, like, start writing down people that you know that are battling this. And feel free, once this gets up on YouTube, I'll share this in the wellness community. But once this gets up on YouTube, please share this with them, because I may never know that my promise to my mom, I may never mentally know that my promise to my mom has been fulfilled. But I know that by you guys sharing and talking and sharing the YouTube, sharing the products, I know that that's going to happen vicariously through you. So thank you for being a part of that for me and fulfilling that promise to her. So you've got this, you guys, and we are here cheering you on every step of the way. And to enhance your immune support, truly transform your health from the inside out, pair the immune boosting protocol with small, intentionally daily habits that support whole body wellness. Every choice you make builds that progress for you, for that ultimate healing adventure that you are on. And here's a few simple ways. Move your body. Get up and move, because your lymphatic system cannot move properly if you are not in movement yourself. Tune into your body. Take a moment and just breathe. Put that oxygen into your cells. Take deep breaths in, exhale out. Just sit with yourself in this moment. I've got a friend going through some really difficult times right now, and she is completely out of control with funeral planning, her dad in the hospital. I mean, it's just been one bombardment after another. And I'm like, you are okay in this moment. Deep breath in, and in this moment, you're safe, you're loved, and you're okay. And so she had that pause. She was able to release some of that had been built up within her. And thank you, Miriam. You made me cry. Celebrate your wins. track your energy, your mood, your overall well-being, and give yourself credit for every step forward. Because the moment you make that decision and start moving forward on your health is the day that you start to feel better, because you're claiming that energy and frequency of optimal health. This isn't just a support plan. It's a holistic approach to long-term health. And each day you stay committed. Now, those of you that are sharing, you know the importance of consistency. Your health is more important than your business. And so if you're not loving yourself enough to stay committed to optimal health, take a step back and say, I'm worthy, because you are. You are beautiful, you are amazing, and you deserve that optimal health that these products are going to give you when you stay consistent. And then scream it from the rooftops and tell every one of your friends how amazing you feel, so that you can spread that love and help them too. Each day you stay committed, you're nurturing your body's resilience, restoring the balance, and empowering yourself to thrive. And empowering is such an empowerment word, isn't it? So in the sister company, Go to Sauna, the Oil of the Month Club is See the Big Picture, and how appropriate for not only the GLP-1 reset, because those first 2-3 weeks, you may not see anything. You may not feel anything. You might have lost inches, but we're not here for the short game. We're here for a lifelong healing experience, and it starts with your emotions and your mindset. So see that big picture. This is the emotional support for your healing journey. And this month's featured blend with Go to Sauna is more than a mood booster. It's a mindset shifter. And when you're walking through inflammation, stress, or even a major health battle, it's easy to get lost in the moment to moment. And this oil reminds us to zoom out. Take that moment, zoom out, let everything else fall away, and just see beyond the symptoms and reconnect with your vision. It's about honoring your dreams to a full body healing, believing that your future holds more than your past, creating that mental clarity and courage to make aligned choices every day. And healing starts with the belief, and belief starts with perspective. So let's breathe this one in as a reminder. And for those of you that are battling this, you are not your diagnosis. You are your potential. The Try Me product that will come with the immune boost kit that we just talked about is going to be the liver support. You know, I'm all about loving that liver. And this is the built-in filter for your liver to help it process those toxins that we can't avoid. I mean, we can make choices in our food. We can make choices in our activity, but there are a lot of things in life where we can't make those choices. The air we breathe, some of the food, if we go out for dinner, you know, they're using the seed oils and things like that when they're cooking. And so we're exposed to it. But this liver support is what is going to help that liver have that extra love. So it's got milk thistle in it. Everybody, if you know anything about plants, and if you don't, we're here to teach you. But if you do know about plants, milk thistle is absolutely amazing to help protect and regenerate the liver cells. It has barberry bark, which promotes that bile flow and supports that fat digestion. It's got burdock root in it, which is rich in antioxidants to reduce the inflammation and purify the blood. It's got blue plurium root in it, which is traditionally used to strengthen the liver function and immune balance. You just put 10 to 20 drops of water or juice a few times a day. It's gentle, effective, and it's free with that kit. So not only do you get all of that good stuff that's going to help that cellular protection, the main organ that detoxes your body and makes it that holistic healed place of healing is your liver. And so what a beautiful compliment that is to this kit to help you have that life of vitality. So quick touch point on the GLP-1. We're still going strong with this. We've got more people coming on every day with the GLP-1 kit, which is amazing. If you've not seen my past classes on the GLP-1 kit. They are on my YouTube channel, which is iRose Healing is the at name, I guess, for all of my social media, really. And I don't know if you saw, but I just bought a scale. It was just delivered today. And since starting the GLP-1 kit, I have released 16 pounds, which I am so excited about. I will be getting into that prom dress and wearing that to every family function that I can, because I loved I felt like Scarlett O'Hara in my prom dress when I went to prom. So, yeah, so we've lost that 16 pounds now. If you are interested in the business side of Heart and Body Naturals, or go to sauna, or both, I'm in both, love both of them, especially because of the deodorant. The household cleaner, the laundry soap, start making those baby steps, because you guys, it's overwhelming when you start doing that low tox lifestyle. That's what I tell people. I'm not a no tox, I'm a low tox, because there are certain things that we can't avoid. So starting that low tox lifestyle starts, personally, I think it starts with laundry soap. Because your underwear, your socks, your shorts, your shirts, your sheets, your pajamas, your bath towels, everything is washed in a laundry soap with toxic chemicals. And so you're a 24/7 toxic taco. So if you have not tried that laundry soap, it's one tiny capsule, and my clothes are cleaner than they ever were with Tide. So back to, there's that Tina moment. She gets off track every now and then. But so Coach Marcus is going to be doing a business opportunity overview that's going to talk about the financial benefits of sharing these products with people that you love. And like Miriam said, join my mission. Let's make this so that we are saving other people's lives, because that is the true power that we have in these products. With Alexandria, Paula, and Ben at the helm, we are here to serve. We're here to help people understand that healing is possible when you look at the terrain of your body and give it what it needs. No quick fixes. It's not a short-term game. It's a long-term, lifelong game of balancing your body, healing from the inside out, and taking products that are truly important to overall health and vitality. So that's at oneteam1dreamhangout.com, and it's all lowercase, go one team. That will start in about 15 minutes. And thank you, everyone, for allowing me to share my passion, to share my mama with you and my mission. And it's always such an honor to have you here on these calls with me, where I get to make that impact. And when I teach you the impact that I'm talking about, and you go out and share that with other people and invite them to these calls, then my impact is grown even more. So thank you for being a part of that. I appreciate you. I love you so much. And we will see you next Thursday, 7 p.m. Central, with another Detox Diva call. Have a great night, everybody. Bye-bye.